welcome to Trade with Pooper. Welcome to another episode on our weekly overview. This is the second one. This is the second one so far, and I want to make it a point of duty every weekend to do something like this. So, we're looking at GBPUSD on a monthly time frame right now, and if you see on the monthly time frame, we are overall on a downtrend, but here looks like we are in a range. Not looks like, we definitely are in a range. We're downtrending, but now on a monthly time frame, we are in a range. We're in a range. We broke out of this range here, and then currently we are back in, and it's looking like we're expecting it going up all onto this point. There is that perspective, but we're not taking trades off of this monthly time frame. We're just using it to give us a perspective of where the market is, where it's going to, where it's coming from. So to get a better perspective, a better executional perspective, you'd have to drop lower to weekly. On a weekly, we can say we have a sell trend. Come here, let me make this so that I can see it on a weekly chart too. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna come back here. See, so on a weekly, we can see our downtrend line. Yeah. It's safe to say we are downtrending on weekly currently. It's safe to say we're downtrending. So we made this point, and here we broke out. So we broke out. So we made the lower low. This is high, low, lower high, lower low. Safe to say we want to put in, or we already put in a lower high here, and price is just going to do this and give us a lower low. There could be that, there could be that movement in the market, but then nothing is ever definite. So we are only open to react. We're only open to react. So currently, the next best place to sell or continue the sell trend is this weekly supply zone. Now, here's where we want to be looking for markets to give us sell confirmations in this zone. Market is approaching it. Market started here last week, and the oil price action of last week got up to here. It's not yet in the sell zone. When it's inside the sell zone, we want to look for confirmations, sell confirmations. Now, we're not selling because it gets here. We want to look for sell confirmations that would help us take this market even lower, coming up onto this demand zone here. Let me mark that out. So there's this demand zone here. This is a demand zone. So here we can see if we should get a sell from here, if we should start selling from here on the weekly, we want to take price downwards. So if we get something like this, if we get our sell confirmation here, then we're looking to sell price first as low as here, sell GU rather, as low as here, then as low as here, ultimately as low as here, before we get any major buy pullback into this zone to retest this place and continue lower. There is that kind of movement we're expecting. So if we see it do what we want here in this zone, then we get into the sells. But then if it doesn't give any sell confirmation, there's every possibility that it would do something like this. Come into this zone, break above it, retest it, and take out this high, break the downtrend line, and continue up onto this monthly supply zone here. As you can see, as you saw earlier, we are in a range. On the monthly time frame. So you could do this. And come here. So we have to keep that in mind too. Do you understand? So if it's going to do this, we'll get our confirmations to continue to buy, definitely. And if it's not going to do that, if it's going to respect this supply zone and obey the downtrend market structure, we are going to get our sell confirmations, target this low first, and then target this and continue to go down further. So that's what we can see on the weekly time frame. and we are not trading off of the weekly time frame. So we have our zones mapped out. We have our monthly zone here. We can see price is leaving the monthly zone currently, and we can see inside of this monthly zone, price came to the weekly zone to react. Nice, we can see that, and it's going to another weekly zone. So this is the next place we want to pay attention to currently, because price is no longer here. Price is headed into a sell zone, so we want to pay attention to the sell zone, because here we might be seeing sales coming up on GU. Might. Now price can come here and give us our sell confirmations to thank GU, or it will not hold. Two things can happen, but whatever is going to happen in the market is always going to be clear. But now we know where price is coming from and where price is headed on GU. It is very clear now. We know where price is coming from and where price is headed. Price is headed into a sell zone, so we want to be very careful. So if you're long in GU, you want to be careful in this area, because it's a weekly zone. Let's fine tune this and drop down to the daily. The daily would let you know what you need to do every day of this week. So now you have your weekly zone. You have your weekly zone right here that we fine-tuned. This is our weekly zone. We fine-tuned it now on the daily, so we can see prices coming here. So we want to see something like this in here. It gives us our sell confirmation, and then we have a change of character to start taking out lows, all of these lows. We take everything out up onto here. We take out this last one, and then we continue lower into this demand zone. Yeah, we continue lower into the demand zone here. As you can see, that's a broad weekly zone we drawed, and you come down to the daily. It's fine-tuned. It's fine-tuned into on the weekly. Yeah, good. So here we have it. On the daily, it's fine-tuned to here. On daily, it's fine-tuned to here. So we want to be careful with our buys. We want to be careful with buys here. We want to watch and see. If we get our sell rejection from here, then we are in. If you follow me closely, join the Telegram channel, you would get an update on this trade. If you're going to be selling from here, you'll get an update. If you're going to be buying, if you're not going to be selling, you get an update. But whatever it is that is going to happen in this zone this week, you will get an update if you're following my Telegram channel. So do yourself a favor and just follow. You don't have to listen to anything I say there, just follow. Be guided. You don't have to act rather on anything I say there, but just follow to be guided. So this is what I'm seeing currently. So we just have to wait and see what price does when he enters here. Just have to wait and see what price does when he enters here. So that's it on GU, guys, for this week. Wait and see, but not longing, observing. We're observing GU. So if it fails, then we can look for something like this. You can look for something like this. Take out this eye, because this eye will definitely go. We'll find a little bit of rejection here, but ultimately we'll take out this eye. Continue higher, retest it, may or may not retest it, and continue into the monthly demand zone. So I'm gonna make this so that it's showing just. Okay, so that's it, guys. For now, we wait. If we get our confirmation for sell here, then we sell. But the next best thing you want to do in this market is sell, because that's where price is headed right now. It's headed into a sell zone. We get that sell confirmation. We're gonna look sweet. This is gonna look sweet. And you're talking how many pips? This is 650. Taking out this low from there, you look talking 600 plus pips, and you would not even have to risk 100, 200. If you follow me closely, the most I risk on a trade is 20 pips, because I don't get my entries on a daily. I get my entries on the 1 hour. So this is a daily zone, but when I do get my entry, I'll be risking just 20 pips. If you swing trade in this, 20 pips to get this, you're looking at a 1 to 30 risk to reward. A sweet trade. You don't have to swing trade, but it'll be a sweet trade when you do get an entry here and you hold it up onto here. So let's see, guys. That's all for GU this week. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do the same top-down analysis on any of your favorite pairs. But until I get such requests, I will continue to do top-down analysis, weekly overview on just GU. Stay safe, guys.